What is going on, my patriots? Welcome to another edition. That's right, of Joe's News and Views, also called Conservative News and Views. If this is your first time tuning in, do me a favor. Go ahead on and hit that like button. And if you can, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell up top. So anytime I am online, you guys know where I'm at. Now, if it's your first time tuning in, we got a very good show for you. Now, on the other note, if you are coming from my other platforms, go ahead on and follow me. That's right. Go ahead on, follow your boy. Just hit that follow button so that way anytime that I am available, you can see it. You'll know when I am online on the other platforms. Now, with that being said, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you that on here tonight that is showing support. We appreciate you. And tonight we got a lot to unpack. We really do. And so we're going to go ahead on and jump right into this. Now, first things first, we're going to say again, congratulations to President Donald J. Trump. That's right. If y'all haven't heard, once again, he has been acquitted for the second time. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be confused about how we got here. Well, we got here because of what happened on the insurrection of the uh, January the 6th. Now, when this happened, a lot of people were very upset with what was going on. All right. Now, please keep in mind, guys, if you're just coming in, go ahead on and hit the comment section as well while I'm doing this live in the chat. This is to keep the algorithm up on YouTube, especially so that way every time that I go online, people will know what is going on. Now, he has been acquitted, and because of this, Nancy Pelosi has lost it. When I say she lost it, guys, she has lost it. She went in, she called the Republicans, including Mitch McConnell, a coward. She has really went beside herself. But we're not surprised because this is what happens with the radical left. I mean, they cannot stand the fact of the matter of not getting their way. So, because of all of this, this is where we are currently at with the establishment and with them going after President Trump. And it's sad to even get to this point of the game because you're thinking to yourself that, maybe these folks will actually get it together. But unfortunately, that is just a wish list because they're not getting it together. And in their mind, they feel like that the president is orange man bad all the way. They feel like he is the cause of all of their failures and problems. Never seen anything like it. I mean, when I think about it, it's disturbing. It really is. I mean, I've never seen anything like it at all. But this is what we have to be prepared for as a nation. That this is crazy. I mean, it really is. This is crazy and scary at the same time. But enough about that. I'm gonna go ahead on and jump into the story here about what is going on right now. Give me 1 second here. Let me go pull this story up. I'll bear with me. Y'all bear with me. All right. First story that we're gonna come to is we're gonna talk about, and I did a little bit of talking about this tonight, and we're gonna jump into the most controversial one before I talk about Pelosi and what she's got going on. We're gonna talk about Cuomo. Now, the New York governor, Governor Cuomo, is in a lot of hot water. Now, the reason why he's in a lot of hot water is because this man has presented himself as a guy who has told everybody that he took all the responsibility there were to make sure that there was no problems with what was going on in New York State, in New York City, especially during COVID 19. Now, I'm about to show you the article here I'm about to share with y'all where it talks about, from Fox News perspective, how Como messed up. Give me 1 second here and I'll tell you right here. Nope. Nope. We don't want to hear that. All right. Let's get to this story. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So we're here to the story. So what I'm about to do is play a clip of what Como is saying. So give me one moment here and I'm about to share that with y'all. Got to get past this ad. Skip the ad. And we are going to talk about what people are saying about Como Lies. And it's going to be our reaction because it's my first time also hearing this content with y'all. So give me a moment and I'll finish share it right now on the screen here as we speak. All right. Let me set it up. Let's see here. Be right there. All right, guys. Let me go play it for y'all so y'all can see it. Give me one moment. Thank you, Electro Boost, for following me. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the follows, all the follows. No. Oh my God, my wife is too much. All right, so y'all hear this, right? So far, this lady is saying so far that uh Governor Cuomo is not taking responsibility. He is going around trying to think of lie after lie after lie after lie and blaming people instead of raising his hand and saying, "Hey man, I messed up." Now, this lady lost her mother, and there's a lot of other people that have lost their family members because of the nursing home. Now, you know what's shocking is Kumo's mother during the pandemic, she wasn't in the nursing home. He pulled her out. He pulled her out and took her straight to his nice governor mansion. You know, ain't that convenient? So you're gonna make sure your mama's okay, but you're not gonna worry about other people that got mothers and fathers that's in the nursing home. But I digress. We're gonna keep on seeing the rest of this clip here and see what else the lady is saying about Kumo and what he's not doing. That is politically correct. Now look at this. Look at this right here. Look at the gurneys of all these people. Let's get back here because I want y'all to see this. I don't know why Fox News keeps doing that. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna keep going back and forth. But I want y'all to look at the picture I had just showed y'all. This is showing a man directing all of these sick people back into the nursing home. Back into the nursing home. He didn't care about no one but himself. Again, if this is your first time tuning in, if you can join me on my YouTube, Joel Davis Media Network. Joel Davis Media Network. while we are coming through with nothing but the heat on this channel. I mean, this is sad, man. This breaks my heart. It really does. Because these folks did not deserve this. They did not deserve this. Families right now are going through it. And it is disgusting that this man is sitting here acting like it's another day in the park. And that's where we at right now. I mean, he's not standing up at all. And everybody is seeing it and people are disgusted. And they have every right to be. Because you think about it. You left your family in the care of the state. Some of these places are state, some of these places are not. You left them in the care to be taken care of, and you got someone like Como who's don't care, don't give a rat's ass about your loved one. Only thing they care about is what they care about right here, right now. Looking cool, saving face. And it is sickening. It really is. It's very sickening. And that is exactly why right now, he's running. He doesn't want to face up to the fact that he messed up. And that's what's going on right now. Because people trusted you. All right, let's keep it going. See what else they got to say about this crazy man. I'm sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. I was trying to pause it. Y'all give me 1 second. Somebody, give me one moment. Sorry, but that hurt. I didn't get to hit you. I meant to tap you. Where's the battery? All right. So I'm back. So getting back to what I was saying. Guys, once again, this is another example of Como lying to the American people. And to the citizens of New York. And they don't deserve this. They don't deserve this at all. They really don't. They do not deserve this at all. Because due to the fact of the matter, all he had to do was raise his hand and said, "Hey guys, I messed up. I went out here and I basically did not tell the truth." That's all he had to say. And that would have been it. It would have been handled. People would have been like, all right, well, let's move on. Let's see what we can do to move past this. But he's not doing that. And what I think is comical about this situation is that all of the people, these celebrities, they painted this man on a pedestal. They were talking about he's getting an Emmy. He is amazing. He's way better than Trump. I mean, all of this craziness. I mean, you had, women starstruck over this guy. Y'all know I'm not lying. Women were starstruck over this cat. They had like this dude was the best thing since wheat bread. And now everybody is starting to see the real deal. That he's not what he say he is. And now everybody don't know how to handle it. And what even makes it worse is that he is running like crazy. He do not want nobody to know what he got going on. And a lot of people are upset about that. Because they're like, okay, man, why won't you go ahead on and let everybody see the extent of what you've done? You've already done, you got people saying you already done it, man. What are you doing? I can't do that. That makes too much sense. I mean, it's just frustrating to see that people are lying like that. I got somebody on the other one that says, "Oh, thank you too. Why didn't he accept the help that Trump sent, like the 10th hospital and medical naval ship?" I tell you why he didn't accept it. Because it was from Trump. Once again, this is the problem. This whole Trump syndrome. This guy did not want in any shape or form to get help from Trump. So what he did was like any other dummy would have done that's filled with so much hatred and rage. I'm gonna go up here and do it my way. I don't want these politicians, I don't want the woke culture to know I accepted help from President Trump. And when he used it, he only used 25 beds out of the 1,000. That was right there suspect. Okay, you're running around here saying, I need help, I need help. Okay, people out here trying to help you. And then you turn around and only use 25 of the 1,000 beds? Who does that? I mean, who does that? I mean, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. And then get in your feelings when you get called out on it. Because people like, man, what is going on? What is going on? And I just can't call it. Can't call it at all. For real, for real. So thank you, Miss Kim. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm glad you're here. So it's got everybody wondering what is going on. It really is. If you just came to the channel, go ahead on and hit the like button, guys. Go ahead on and hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell all the way up top. Also, too, please get in the comment section on my YouTube side. Let me know what you're watching. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me, talk to your boy. Let's try to get it. And this right here is crazy. I've never seen this in my life.
Who is it?
So we're gonna move right along here. After talking about uh we
Let me tell you about this shit. Come here. Yeah, go ahead.
let's see what else we got. Trying to find some information about Pelosi. Give me 1 second. Let me go pull this up about Pelosi. Give me one moment, guys. If anybody else got any questions about what I'm reporting on tonight on the TikTok side and my other stuff, please don't hesitate to go ahead on and do it and ask.
No! That will get my ass thrown in jail. Yes, it will. He said it doesn't show what's purchased. How much did he charge you? $1, which is how much they are. And he didn't even put it on the thing. He just went in there and added an extra dollar. He just scanned it or nothing. Don't do that though. Anyway, so the white guy we completely ignored while he was doing that to me. He's sitting over in his house. He goes up to his car. He goes out to his car. And then he stands in front of the car like this. Like he don't even know. He don't even know where the fuck he's at or what he's doing. He don't fucking how. He was just, and me and Sarah, we were busted out laughing. No, he was dead ass sitting in the middle of the story.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this news article, y'all. So this is what's going on that's being said, that allegedly Nancy Pelosi knew about the Capitol attack in advance and let it happen. Now, I talked about this a little bit today. I want to pull it up. Okay. Now, she had went on to say that she was basically knew about what was going on. All right. Now, what she said that's been said, allegedly she knew what was going on. So since January 6th, insurrection on Capitol Hill, uh, Okay, this is not the right story. This is one of them woke stories, and I'm not dealing with that. Hold on. All right, this is gonna be my better one. All right, now I got a lot more to go cover. So Graham asks about what Pelosi knew prior to the Capitol riot. Okay, now Lindsey Graham is basically want to ask the question that the Democrats that was trying to impeach President Trump. And he basically said it's getting weaker by the day. He also talked about how they're going all for it towards this man, right? So, in other words, this is what Lindsey Graham said today, and I reported about this earlier. Lindsey Graham was like, "Listen, guys, I understand what President Trump did was wrong. I mean, what happened at the Capitol was wrong. I'm not saying that it was right in any way, but what I am saying is that there is some discrepancies going on here with the radical left because they so hell bent on trying to go after Trump, but they're not being honest about a lot of things we want up front." And that's basically what he said today. And he also said that it's mighty strange that it is being said that the sergeant, okay, was supposed to be allegedly okay. Thank you for that. Was allegedly knew more than what they said they knew. That the day before that the FBI had got some information about something was going down. They tried to tell Nancy Pelosi, and what was being told that Nancy Pelosi told them, don't worry about it, that everything will be just fine, that kind of thing. So they were like, all right, okay, I guess that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And that was it. There was nothing more, no less said. Now, a lot of people are saying to themselves, that's a little strange to them. But hey, I don't know. I can't call it. Like everybody else. Definitely can't call it. Going up here trying to let's see here. What else we got going on here? I cannot find the story. I may have to skip this because unfortunately It's not pulling up. All right. So here we go. So I finally pulled it up. Sorry for the delay, guys. I had to make sure I could pull this up because it was getting to be a little crazy. All right. So this is what I'm going to paraphrase this because I don't want to take too much of y'all guys' time. All right. Anyway, this is what Lindsey Graham had to say. He said the following, that there was an internal investigation reported last month that prior to the deadly 6 January riot, the FBI office in Virginia issued a warning that extremists were headed to Washington D.C. for war. Pipe bombs were also discovered near the Capitol, were placed there the night before. The revelation seemed to contradict early claims that Trump's speech that day led to unrest. Now, here what I want to know: what did Nancy Pelosi know, and what did when did she know it? Graham said he also made it clear that he believes anyone who broke into the Capitol should be punished. Pelosi office did not immediately respond to any after-hours email from the Fox News that asked about this. Now, this is all during the trial, and he also, which I talked about it, seen it about that been asked have been asked by his what they call them I know the name of the people good, the sergeant at arms that's over the House and also over Congress, that we would possibly need the uh National Guard, right? They kept telling them over and over again, you don't need a National Guard. You don't need a National Guard. A National Guard, we don't need the National Guard. So they try to say that it was his fault, the Sergeant Master at Arms. But Lindsey Graham pointed out, even if he wanted to have the National Guard or didn't want the National Guards there or wanted to, he couldn't make that call. It was above his pay grade. So, with that being said, that all let us know right here, right now, that this whole thing was planned. I mean, it's just what it is. And it's sad to say that. It really is. That this whole thing is like a cover up, allegedly. I mean, that's just, I don't know, man. I never seen it. I mean, that's a lot. This is a lot to unpack. It really is. A lot to unpack. Thank you, Supercar, for joining. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me type this other story in. One second, guys. All right. And let me do one more other thing. All right. We're going to head on up here to the next. Going to the next story. Now we're going to talk about what's going on with Gavin bang everybody wife Newsom. That's right. Let's talk about Gavin. Now, if y'all don't know who Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. Okay. He is her nephew that is currently the governor of California. Now, there has been some problems with him lately in the news running California. Now, those problems has been that Gavin Newsom has not lived up to the whole order of being a leader to make California's economic status better. Now, I'm about to give you some examples of what this guy has done, okay? It's about to blow your mind. Now, Gavin Newsom has went as far as told everybody earlier in the middle of 2020 that they couldn't go nowhere. I mean, nowhere. And then he turned around and was like, yo, y'all got to, y'all could be somewhere. And that's just what he done. He's been that type of dude that he's like, do what I say, not as I do. And people can't stand it. They can't stand it at all. All right, give me 1 second. And I'm about to show y'all what this cat got going on. Right here. Without all this mumbo jumbo mess.
Joining us for more on this, Steve Moore, an economist at the Heritage Foundation and former advisor to President.
All right. So I'm trying not to play anything, but I'm trying to get to the story here about Gavin. So here we go. Show y'all the picture of this cat. Oh, Gavin, right here. Got the picture set up for y'all. We're going to share it, and I'm going to get into this story. All right. So, got old Gavin here. Despite tackling the COVID-19 pandemic in vastly different ways. California and Florida and have experienced similar trends with the number of cases and death rate on decline in recent weeks. Now, California has emerged as one of the strictest states in the nation, with Governor Gavin Newsom, aka bang other people's wife Newsom, a Democrat, shutting down businesses and schools. His administration said it was implementing these measures based on counties' ICU capacities. Meanwhile, Florida Governor uh, DeSantis, a Republican, has taken an entirely different approach. Though he looks similar measures to Newsom early on in the pandemic, he eventually lifted statewide restrictions on the economy and prohibited law enforcement for fining people. Now, let me tell you about the difference between DeSantis and and Newsom. And if it's your first time tuning in, go ahead on. Again, if you're on the TikTok sector, you can join me on Joel Media Network, Joel Davis Media Network, or you can also follow me on my other platforms like Twitch and the rest of them. Now, I'm going to give it to y'all straight here. The reason why the approaches was different because Ray DeSantis is a Republican and Newsom is a Democrat. Now, DeSantis is looking at Florida is a tourist state. Tourism is what keeps everything going in Florida. He would be crazy to shut down Florida. So what does he do? He's going to keep it running. He's going to keep doing what he got to do to make sure that it stays the course. I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. That is his job. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, when it comes to what we got going on here with Gavin Newsom, he didn't do that. He didn't want to keep it open. He put fear in everybody's heart, freaked everybody out, and now this is where we at. We're in a very difficult and crazy place. Now, the latest data from Johns Hopkins University shows California has reported nearly 3.5 million COVID-19 cases in total, which Florida had 1.82 million. Florida's population is slightly more than half of California's. But even with that considered, both states have reported similar percentages of cases and deaths compared with the overall population. California's total number of COVID-19 cases as a percentage of the population is about 8.8%, while Florida's 8.3%. Out of all the people in California who have gotten COVID-19, about 1.35% have died, while in Florida it's about 1.57%, according to Johns Hopkins University. Over the past 7 days, Florida has recorded 322 cases and 7.4 deaths per million people, while California has recorded 231 cases and 10.5 deaths per million people. And in terms of hospitalizations, Florida has 218 million people, while Florida has 244 million. 218 per million people that was hospitalized. California had 244. Now, DeSantis has taken heat from many may consider to be lax approach to the pandemic. Last week, the Republican governor lashed out at the news media when he suggested a bias in coverage of the pandemic, even as concerns swirl over more contagious strains of COVID-19 potentially spreading at the Super Bowl gatherings. When a journalist asked DeSantis about the spread of a more contagious variant of the virus In the context of super spread events following the Super Bowl, the governor took it as an unjustified hit against the home team. Now, I'm going to say this because I live near Florida in Georgia area. Y'all know I actually suffered from COVID a couple weeks ago. And I think it took us so long, me and my family, to get it because we were actively moving. We were wearing PPE like we supposed to until, well, you know, when I wasn't at my job, yeah, I did kind of got reckless. I didn't put the PPP on, but I'm putting it on now, even when I'm not at my job. But it just goes to show that I'm not the only one that sees that, you know. Uh Again, like I was saying before, I mean, this is going to be a whole lot different than what you normally see. This guy's just saying, listen, guys, I ain't trying to be, a party pooper here, but I'm just trying to get y'all guys to understand that, hey, there is a lot more to the situation than what y'all are making it out to be. And he's got every right to be this way. He's got every right to bring this stuff up because people need to know what's really going on. I mean, that's just straight facts. Hey, we did it different and it worked our way. And they should leave it up to the governors. And I feel like the governors should talk to other governors about what to do. But closing everything down is just not it's not helping the American people. You closing stuff down, man, you are going to tick people off, man. You gonna hurt people ain't gonna feel that, man. And I mean, I'm just being real about it. I mean, it's just not gonna help the people. Me and my wife were talking, and my wife was like, baby, it'd be nice if people would just go up here and just take their time and just follow the rules, wear the PPE, and they'll be surprised. And I thought about it. I said, you know what, my wife got a point. They might just be surprised, you know, because that's all it takes. I mean, we already know that we got to work, we got to live, we got to survive. But, we should be able to defeat this situation by going out here and living our lives accordingly. Proper PPE, we should be safe. I mean, and that's just being real. I mean, everybody else does it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm looking into this a little bit more than most people. I don't know.
Man,
Give me 1 second, guys.
mine wasn't because I want to conform. My thought was because if you value yourself as a person, you value your health and family, then do what you need to do to protect it. Quit being stubborn, quit being stupid.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my wife was saying. Quit being stubborn, quit being stupid. If you value your family, do what you need to do. And she definitely had a point.
No, it's not to conform.
Now, if y'all already know about Governor Newsom as well, currently there is 1.5 million signatures to recall him to leave, to not be the governor of uh California anymore. Now, give me 1 second. Gotta plug this. Now, his thought about that is that he feel like he's still doing a good job and he can beat it. And it's not the first time he's been recalled. He's been recalled before. So by now he's used to being considered not doing a good job. And that's not good to be considered you're not doing a good job. So hopefully California can figure it out. They get the right person in there that's going to look out for them because they're going through it right now, man. They really are. Yeah, I feel bad for them. All right, we're going to go ahead on back to the politics sector. I'm going to finish this little tidbit up here. Right quick, like. So we're going to talk about Richard Burr. Oh, Richard Burr. If y'all don't know who Richard Burr is, Richard Burr was the guy, one of the rhinocrats that voted against President Donald J. Trump. Now, I'm going to tell you this story, and then I'm going to be the last story for the night on the political side. So, Richard Burr now, since he done came back to North Carolina in the Republican Party, and let me tell you, I'm from that area. And let me tell you about North Carolina. North Carolina has always been, along with South Carolina and Georgia,
the biggest mistake I see guys make when
conservative state. Okay, and one thing about them
and get their abs back,
they do
it's
not
doing too much cardio.
Appreciate anybody who is not going to be loyal to the Republican Party. And the stunt that he did, voting against Trump, and I know a lot of people in North Carolina loves Trump, he really hurt himself. By the way, shout out to Mikot. Thank you for following. I appreciate you. So we're going to jump right into what's going to happen with this gentleman here. Burr is the latest Republican to face disapproval from their home party. And by the way, if this is your first time tuning in, Charlie Fence Builder Shaw, you can follow me on YouTube, which is Joel Davis Media Network. Joel Davis Media Network. Follow me on there. Appreciate you. The North Carolina GOP Central Committee on Monday night censored home state Senator Richard Burr over his vote to convict in the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump. A large members of the Central Committee reached out to me to express their disapproval. North Carolina GOP Chairman Michael Whatley told Fox News, over the course of the last 72 hours, we've had conversations with hundreds of party leaders across the state. Burr was one of the 7 Republican senators who on Saturday joined all 50 Democrats in the chamber in voting to convict Trump of inciting the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol by right-wing extremists and other Trump supporters, intent on disrupting congressional certification of president election victory. The former president was acquitted as the tally was 10 votes shy of the 67 needed to convict Trump. The NCGOP agrees with the strong majority of Republicans in both the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate that the Democrat-led attempt to impeach a former president lies outside of the Constitution. The NCGOP said in a statement on Monday night. The North Carolina GOP Central Committee voted unanimously to censor Burr, who is retiring next year, rather than run for a 6-year term in the Senate. The committee has 25 voting members. It is a truly sad day for North Carolina Republicans, Burr said in response to the censor. My party leadership has chosen loyalty to one man over core principles of the Republican Party and founders of our great nation. Our reaction right now is that we are glad the Senate voted to acquit President Trump, and we think that it is time for the Democrats in the House and the Senate and administration to focus on American family priorities, Whiteley said. So I'm going to break this down to y'all, what censor means, okay? Basically, he cannot speak right now for the party of the state of North Carolina. What's up, Stella Mom? It's your first time tuning into my show. Go ahead on and follow me on YouTube, Joel Davis Media Network. Joel Davis Media Network on YouTube. We live right now. I mean, this right here is what is really going on. All right. They censored him. Now, you know good and damn well, you had 5. I'm going to say it again. You had not that long of a term before you go and retire. Why are you going to go and vote against the man who has shaped the party? Before Trump came along, nobody was not, not supporting the party at all. Nobody didn't even care about the Republican Party like that. And people that were conservative or raised conservative wasn't even looking at politics. Trump made politics fun. Trump made people look at what was really going on. And y'all turned around and let this thing get out of control because y'all trying to be down with the deep state. But I'm glad that North Carolina stepped up to the call and said enough is enough. We do not need you representing us. We don't need this foolishness. You need to sit down some way and think about what is going on in your life for real. So shout out to the real people that are getting it done. I'm for real. Shout out, man. If y'all first time tuning in, again, hit the like button, hit the share button. Also, to put in the comment section how y'all feeling. Also in the chat, we're trying to make sure that we keep this going and keep this flowing. Now, Burr was one of the 45 Republican senators who voted last Tuesday to declare that convicting a former president of impeachment was unconstitutional. But in a statement at the end of the trial, the senator explained that while he still personally believed the holding the trial was unconstitutional, the Senate is an institution based on precedent. And given that the majority in the Senate voted to proceed with this trial, the question of constitutionality is now established precedent. The evidence is compelling that President Trump is guilty of inciting an insurrection against a co-equal branch of government, and that the charge rises to the level of high crimes and misdemeanor, Burr said in a statement. So basically, Burr thinks that he is McConnell. I guess Burr didn't understand that just because you've been rocking in the Senate for 45 years, damn near as long as Creepy Joe, you ain't got no pull. You ain't got no pull. You just got censored by your state. How does that work? McConnell's not censored by Kentucky. McConnell's still running the party. So what that tells you, Burr? That tells you, Burr, that you ain't did nothing in your life. You ain't accomplished nothing while being over there. You've been going back and forth to Washington, taking up oxygen. Because how you gonna let somebody cancel you and all these other big wigs that voted against Trump ain't been canceled yet? Looks like you wasn't in the cool kids club. Therefore, I have voted to convict. I do not make this decision lightly, but I believe it's necessary by what he did and by what he did not do. President Trump violated his oath of office to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Sad, boy. I tell you, Burr, man, you might as well go ahead on and file paperwork and start joining the Democratic Party. because the Republicans just turned their back on your behind, boy. To get censored, damn, you can't do nothing, bro. Doug He, a former Republican National Committee spokesman and North Carolina native who used to work for Mr. Burr, discounted the move by the state party, saying it just demonstrates a fealty to Trump from party apparatus, but that doesn't represent voters. Okay. Burr is far from the only GOP member of Congress to be punished by Republican committees back home. Another GOP lawmaker who voted to convict Trump, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, was unanimously censored Saturday night by the executive committee of the state Republican Party. That's what they get. I'm sorry. You listen. Y'all know good and blame well. Y'all voted to convict this man. And y'all seen all the other big wig senators, McConnell and other ones in there that can't stand President Trump, voted not to impeach him because they already knew impeaching him would, first of all, be illegal. Second of all, it would hurt the party. It would destroy the party. They're not crazy. They know this. And y'all crazy behind ain't thinking. All y'all trying to do is, well, you know, I gotta prove to them that we's in touch and that we bipartisan. You're not being bipartisan. You're being an idiot. Because right now they're laughing at y'all. You did the dirty work for the Democrats, and look what they're doing now. You got to go home and get censored. You can't talk about no issues, hardly. You can't do nothing. You are censored. That's sad, boy. Got to be more careful, guys. Thanks for the follow, Jonathan Halen. I appreciate you, man. Got to be more careful. I'm sorry, but they would have. Man, y'all would have censored me. I would have been trying to. Man, y'all got to work to get back in them graces. Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, who along with Burr is retiring in 2022 rather than run for re-election, also voted to convict Trump. He's been censored by several county GOP committees across the Keystone State since his vote on Saturday. So I'm about to see if I'm right that they can't do anything. Give me 1 second. See what that means. Now they say that it's a public shaming. Okay. So basically, that what it means. They just disapproved. They can't. I mean, that's just what it means. I mean, they just disapproved. That's sad, man. And it hurts their chances of getting reelected. But most of these guys ain't worrying about that. So they are already not trying to run again. So it's not going to hurt them. In their mind, they think they're a martyr for the party. which in other words, they're an idiot. That's crazy, man. I would not. No, I couldn't do it. You worked all that hard, and then that's gonna be on your record. You being censored for something like this. That's crazy. Now the other GOPs that after them, after Pat Toomey, you got Senator Ben Sasse of Nebraska. He's probably going to be censored next month. Then you got Maine's Republican Party is considering a censor of Senator Susan Collins. Now, when they get censored, that means there's a good chance they probably get primaried. And if you don't know what primary means, that means they'll get somebody in the party that's going to stand up and is going to represent the party at all costs and is not going to be considered a traitor. Now, this is what's crazy. The only one that didn't get any kind of BS or censorship out of all the 7 that voted was Mitt Romney. In Utah, they praised him and said he did a good job. Y'all need to get rid of all of the damn Republicans over there. Y'all need to primary every single one of them. Those rhinocrats. Sorry. Whoever's in Utah and you are a real American and you can vote, real talk, you need to get new conservative people over there because that's not good. Mitt Romney has done nothing but straight damage since he's been in there with Trump. I mean, I don't even get me started with that guy. That guy is not a Republican. That guy needs to go ahead on and change parties. You need to go walk over there to the Democrats and tell them, hey, I'm ready to start being with you guys because I'm already radical. Now, there even some lawmakers that have been punished by state and local GOP committees. Like Liz Cheney of Wyoming. She's done already got censored. They talk about running her out too. They got a candidate ready to go for 2022. So I wouldn't be surprised that all the people that went against Trump that are Republicans. Yeah. Yeah, man. I see that, brother. I do. I got a lot of views tonight, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they get censored. I mean, that's just real talk. Would not be surprised at all. At all. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, it feels good to have 271 views, bro. It really does. I've been working hard on this, man. What's up, Joel Hodge? What's up, Erica Marie? If you're first time tuning into the show and you want to see a replay of what I've produced tonight, go to Joel Davis Media Network. Joel Davis Media Network on YouTube. All right. Joe Hodge and Erica Marie, Joel Davis Media Network. Right there on YouTube. Hit the like button, participate in the chat, show the support, man. We need it. All right, guys. So this is all I got for you guys this evening on the political side. I may come back later on tonight or maybe Wednesday. My wife's sitting there on the corner like, you ain't come back on tonight, boy. You chilling for the rest of the night. So I got to do what the first lady say. Happy wife, happy life, okay? Anyway, guys, I'll probably come back on Wednesday, and if there's no political news and nothing juicy, I'll probably just do a straight crime catch-up stories of what's going on, who's got arrested, and everything else on my channels. Thank y'all for the support. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.